Hello, everybody. Dr. Aki Alzabeda here. We are going to be talking today about ramping up your service line, and specifically for me, it's pulmonary nodules. And so, what we're seeing is a couple things: is that the financial impact that hospitals have taken in regards to COVID is huge, and you can see that with there was $100 billion that was allocated for hospitals. That's been increased to 175, with another 25 billion that's being used for testing. What's going on is that service lines. If you look at the deferred patient curves on our website, you can see that non-essential and when it's called non-essential, non-COVID patients have been deferred or delayed to the right, and that's just caused enormous financial impact to hospitals. And so today, what we're going to talk about is how to ramp up your service line really easily with what we call low-hanging fruit, right? These are patients that need to be diagnosed now, that already need to be seen, that you should be seeing. But like for a pulmonary nodule, you can get $3,500 in net revenue per pulmonary nodule that you track and you capture. And when it comes to the contribution margin, it's about $1,300 per pulmonary nodule that you identify and then track and capture. And these are probably low numbers, but as you can see, $3,500 per pulmonary nodule, right? So what Safety Net does is that it identifies 10 times more nodules than traditional tracking mechanisms alone. And obviously, that's a magnitude greater if you're not identifying your pulmonary nodules and relying on referral patterns. And then you don't have a list that segregates out those pulmonary nodules into high risk versus low risk, so that you can work that list and start to get the patients in now. And then when it becomes more safe in the future for those lower risk patients, to get them in comfortably using standard operating procedures. So what I wanted to show you guys today, and listen, hospitals are opening up, right? They have to, because they're not thinking about December. They're thinking about cash in July, right? So if they don't start up now, it's going to affect patient care down the road. That's more drastic than just COVID alone. So you have to talk money here. You have to think about it, because hospitals can go bankrupt, right? They're a business just like any other business, and they have to maintain operational revenue and increase the amount of patients that are being seen. And somehow we need to make it comfortable and safe where patients want to come in and be seen. Because right now, patients with heart attacks aren't coming in. Patients who need care are not coming in. And then obviously things that are non-essential in terms of cosmetic are obviously being delayed, but those are needed too, right? So all of that is needed to the health of our health system. And so what we're saying is that Safety Net is we're giving it away for free, right? So it's a computational linguistics platform that identifies pulmonary nodules and other actionable findings, which already exist within your four walls if you're a hospital system. And you can get it for free, where we will get you a list of all these patients who you can get into your service line now. So you can just go to our website, and then you go to eonhealth.com. It's a single packet. We've made it very, very simple. And then you can get activated in 7 days. So we had some administrators say, hey, listen, things in life aren't free. So it's free, right? If you sign up before June 1st, it's free. We've got it down to about 2 hours of your IT time. So internal costs are, 2 hours of a network admin, and then also an HL7 analyst from your side. And we can get you going. If you get your packet in by this Friday, you'll be activated by next Friday, and you can start to identify and see patients immediately. Now, listen, guys, we gotta get these people in the door, right, safely, and you can't expose them or your staff to COVID, and you need to take the proper precautions, and you need to have SOPs. We've been talking about SOPs for 3 weeks. We've been talking about this surge for weeks now, right? And now it's time to really open up the doors, because a lot of hospitals can't last if they don't, right? So they've had enough time to plan. They've made it to where it's safe for the majority of hospitals that we deal with. We're seeing some very good operating procedures in the radiology departments, as well as they're figuring out how to see patients in clinic, either by telehealth, in-person, face-to-face visits, or telephone, to set up the orders for what you may need in terms of a follow-up diagnosis to get diagnosed now. There's certain patients who have cancer and they need diagnosis now. That's the plain and simple way to say it. Now, I'd like to just show that the safety net activation timeline. Step one, eligibility for safety net. Guess what? If you're an American hospital, US-based hospital, then you are eligible for safety net. Step two is that we have a service level agreement, which is something very, very simple. I think it's 2 pages long, and we use language that has been approved from Enterprise, a SOC 2, Type 2, in lieu of a security questionnaire. We've been Enterprise approved over and over and over. And then we activate safety net, 2 hours of your IT time. And if you look at the engagement, if you get it in by, the 21st, which was, yesterday, then you're up by the 30th. And what we're doing is we'll augment these dates a little bit. But if you get it in by Friday with the checklist done, then by the next Friday, you're up and running. So for us, this is very, very simple. We're not, it's a computational linguistics platform, right? And EPM is, the electronic patient management tool is how you longitudinally track, but the safety net is something that you can use right now in low impact. So there's no reason not to. You can get your hospital ramped up, low hanging fruit. Let's get these patients in. They already need to be seen. They're there, they exist. It's not like they don't exist. So let's get those patients in. Last is that, hey, Eon is the one. There's a movement that's going on, and I think that you can see that who hid, right, versus who didn't hide during this trying time, and who is raising their hand and saying, "Hey, I can help." And I think that Eon and all of us have been, pedal to the metal. We're always pedal to the metal, but like really pedal to the metal. And, we talk about pushes, right? And like there's real pushes. And this has been a real push where I think that we've done a lot of good as a company. A lot of good things are coming out of this. And we're just excited to share that with all the hospitals and all the hospital partners. You can ask how we behave with any of our clients, and, it's rapid improvement. It's always rapid and quick, concise delivery and communication to every single client. And now we have an opportunity to really identify all of these patients across the U.S. that is going to solve a bigger problem, right? And the bigger problem is that the hospitals need revenue, right? And they need to improve that revenue quickly, or else we're going to have a bigger problem. And so this is a very quick and easy way, and we're making it to where we can do hundreds of these a week. So please sign up, go to eonhealth.com. On Thursday, again, we're going to be talking about the new guidelines for who to scan, who not to scan, and who those essential patients breakdown is in terms of the next couple weeks. And then as you start to open up past those patients that you see first. So looking forward to that on Thursday. Tomorrow, we're going to go over some more of the financials. We should have some real-time data from our sites in terms of contribution and net revenue that we can share with you by then. So looking forward to that, and talk to everybody tomorrow. Thank you very much, guys.